Time to look back at the standout moments from the 70 minutes that just transpired on this decisive day in Group I action. Turks and Caicos entering knowing they needed to win by multiple goals to have a shot at progressing to the League C knockouts for the second consecutive tournament. St. Martin, meanwhile, entered eliminated, so it was more playing for pride, and we got off to a rapid start. Inside 30 seconds, the opener from Irwin's Guerrier to put Turks and Caicos in front, and it looked like maybe, just maybe, they would cruise to victory. But then an instant retort. Mackerven's Marcelin in the 5th minute, capitalizing on this cross and tucking it beyond the reach of Edwin Garland to make it 1-1. Immediately thereafter, a handball against Jean-Baptiste. That sets up Scott Kamalapate from the spot, who had his effort saved but followed it up and finished. And then at this point, Turks and Caicos knew they needed just one more goal to progress to the knockouts to match the goal difference, and they pushed on. It became a dominant spell for Turks and Caicos over the course of the remaining 60 minutes or so. There were moments from St. Martin, especially in the first half. At halftime, though, there was still work to be done for Turks and Caicos. St. Martin did have a bright start, so did Turks and Caicos. This chance nearly 30 seconds after the restart, Guerrier just missing it. But then finally, as it was navigated by Basden Darvel, it fell to Guerrier, who put them in front for good in terms of the Group I table. That was the magical 5th goal to provide them the goals for tiebreaker and match U.S. Virgin Islands on goal difference. But again, they continue to push on. A physical affair. There were red cards involved as well. Things got messy late. There were a couple of half chances for the visitors, but nothing decisive for St. Martin. And then this was one of the defining moments of the second half. A physical altercation between Wilson E. Charles as well as Kevon Richardson, and both were sent off with straight red cards for the altercation. And you wondered, would that ruin things for Turks and Caicos, still trying to push on and ensure that they would progress, because the match, the group hung on a knife edge still, but after this effort deflected off the bar, the header in from Jordan Dane to finish things off effectively. It made it 4-1 on the day. It allowed Turks and Caicos to secure a better goal difference than St. Martin, and effectively wrapped up the group. There were a few late losses of temper, but when the final whistle sounded, look how